Here we go. All right. And let's move on. So some upcoming events that we have. Jefferson Center, we're offering Spanish QPR virtually on September 12th. And then also, sorry, just a disclaimer, I will have all of these, they're all linked. Obviously can't click on them right now, but they will be included in the follow-up email. So there will be links to all of these events if you're interested. So yeah, Spanish QPR, September 12th. And then from the Rocky Mountain Public Health Training Center, we have two excellent trainings coming up for September. We have health equity with the LGBTQ plus community. It's a learning series. It is going to be starting on September 13th, which is the day of our summit. So y'all might have to miss this one, but it goes until October 18th, just once a week from 1 to 2. And then we have Ethics in Prevention Foundation, specifically focused on substance use. That is going to go from September 18th to September 29th. And this one is a self-paced course. I believe you maybe have to attend like the first one that is like an actual live meeting, but then the rest is all self-paced. And then these both are free for all to register, no cost associated with that. And then we have Helping Kids Thrive, which is a really fun event that Jefferson Center has been hosting for many years now. Christy, I don't know if you want to maybe give a little more detail on this upcoming event.
I sure can. Please forgive me though. I just stuffed my face with a bite of salad, so I'm sorry about that. Good thing I'm off camera because my camera's not working. Anyhow, Helping Kids Thrive is an annual conference that we've had for over 30 years now, and thank you. It's in partnership with a lot of organizations across the community, including some who are on this call today. So we really couldn't put on this event without you guys, but it is an evening conference intended for parents and caregivers and those who care for our children. It'll be at Crichton Middle School in Lakewood, and it starts at 5 o'clock, 5 to 8:45. We do provide dinner and child care or activities for children 3 and older to keep your children occupied while you are attending the event. There's some great speakers, and the intention is just to give tips and resources and camaraderie and ideas about just doing the hard job of being a parent these days, and also the ability to have connection. Registration is now open. We can, Rachel, if it's not linked in your slide, I can make sure that you have the link for registration. And we do offer, there is the ability to sign up and indicate if you knew someone or needed a translator, I should say an interpreter for the event as well. So we are really excited for this event and appreciate all your partnership with putting it on if you're helping with that.
Yeah, I do have it linked. This will be included in the follow-up email. Helping Kids Thrive was the first event I participated in when I first started at Jefferson Center, and it's really incredible. The energy is terrific, and it's fun to see a lot of smiling faces. So yeah, if you're interested, definitely check that one out. So then, courtesy of Rick Padilla, we have another Youth Mental Health Summit on October 6th. Rick, would you like to speak on this a little bit?
Sure. Thanks, Rachel. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the second year we'll be hosting the We Got This Youth Summit. It's going to be at the Tivoli Center on the Auraria campus, October 6th from 8 to 1 p.m. It's a free event. We have 12 breakout sessions for youth with a lot of community partners, including Robbie's Hope, Judy's House, and others that are addressing youth mental health issues. And we're also going to be hosting a educator/parent breakout session where we'll have a Senator Lisa Cutter and somebody from the Colorado Department of Education talking about recent bullying legislation in the state. And then Barbara Colaroso will be the second part of that. She's a international expert that's published multiple books on bullying, and she'll be talking about alternative strategies that they're using internationally and nationally. It's a free event. We'll provide a light breakfast. We'll provide lunch. We'll provide parking. And we have, this is not only just for DPS students, we're anticipating 400 students. And we've reached out to other partners, Jeffco, Cherry Creek, Doco, Adams, Sheridan, and others to join us. So the registration will be going live by Friday, and we'll send it out to our partners, and you certainly can register online as well. We encourage you, if you're interested, to bring your young people. It's a critical issue for many of us. Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you, Rick. Yeah, so I again have that linked for you all, and we also have a little invite card that Rick sent out that I will include again in that follow-up email. And then last but not least, we have Spanish mental health first aid, also hosted through Jefferson Center, and I have that linked the Eventbrite to sign up. So yeah, if anyone knows some folks looking for mental health first aid in Spanish, I got you. All right, so that covers it for upcoming events. Now I just have like
Rachel.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. This is Christy again. One thing I forgot to mention about Helping Kids Thrive is we do have a community resource fair there as well. And so if your organization is interested in having a resource table, please reach out to Rachel, and she can she'll connect you to me. And it's October 5th. I don't think I mentioned that either. So we would love to have your organization if it's a fit for you. Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you, Rachel.
No, of course. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, I think a couple of organizations, like Robbie's Hope, I know for sure, they're a big, an active organization in our coalition. They were there last year. So yeah, if you would like that for your organization, let me know. We'd love to have you. All right, so now I just have some, oh, oops, sorry, I'm gonna actually go to the chat. Deb has mentioned that Jeffco is hosting 2 QPR sessions in September, and she's going to throw in that flyer for us. Thanks, Deb. That is awesome. Lots of good trainings coming up. Now for some good news. Yay! Youth suicide rate in Colorado has fallen to the lowest point in nearly a decade. And while this is not statistically significant, it's still significant. A win is a win. So that's always good to see. And hopefully these rates will just keep dropping because of the important work that we are all doing. So yay, love to see it. All right, so now I have a website update. We have been working diligently with our web designer to create our new site. It is not fully completed yet. There's still a lot of work to be done, but I wanted to share with you our community partners that part of the website. Now I'm going to drop the link in the chat here really quick so that you all can go take a look. So I included a tab for our community partners, which is all of you lovely folks. Let me get that in there. Okay, that's not a link. Give me 1 second. Let me troubleshoot this. But so I've included some information that I gathered just from Google on all of our sorry, it's not linking. So maybe I will just share my screen instead and try 1 second. Sorry. I will just click on it and I'll see how this works. I don't know if maybe I was only able to see it from what she sent me because it's, yeah, okay. Maybe that's the case. I apologize. Okay, do you still see my, my presentation, or do we see? Yes, okay. Now let me share this. Okay, boom. Can we see this, the community partner page?
Yes, yes.
Yay. Yep, Sandy, right up front and center. So this is what our community partner page is going to look like. I grabbed your logos and just a little blurb about your organizations from your websites. Centura, Ashley, I know Centura has changed its name, so I will make sure to update that. But here are just some of our partner organizations. Some may be missing. Let me know if I did not include your partner org. This might be old information, not completely updated, but this is what we have so far. If you all would like to have something else included in your blurb, or if whatever's on your website is not what you want on here, let me know. If there's an updated logo that is not on Google and I couldn't find it, then feel free to send that to me. But this is what our partner org page looks like. And I'd love to hear some feedback. Does anyone have any thoughts on this?
I think it looks great, and it's going to be a while before we have a new logo, so we're good.
Okay, perfect. Great. So yeah, this is all I'm going to show for now. We do have a couple, we have a few more pages, but they're not completed yet. So I will show you that once it's all done, but we've made great progress. I think it looks amazing. So yeah, yay, website.
Thanks for all your work on that. Good job.
Of course, thank you. All right, now back to the presentation. Knew it would take me back to the very first slide. Okay, now next update, we have an official new logo. I think she's beautiful. This is her. So we have just like the circle separately as well. That won't include the entire title, but it's in our suicide prevention colors. I wanted to incorporate some mountains because we got mountains in all of our counties. We are mountain people, so this represents us pretty accurately, I would say. Love to hear your thoughts as well on this. Yeah, that's something that I can't believe we didn't have a logo before, and now we do. Yay! Yay, good feedback. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys like this. I love it. Excited to use it on everything. We're going to brand everything from now on.
Looks great.
Yes. Awesome. All right. And now, on to the big topic of the day, our summit. So for those of you who don't know, our summit is going to be on September 13th, this next month at the Wheat Ridge Rec Center. I am going to include the link to sign up, again, the Eventbrite registration link in our follow-up. And I will also include the flyer in that as well. Some folks have mentioned that the QR code on our flyer is not working. I tried to figure that out, could not. So I'm just gonna take the QR code off of that and send a new flyer that doesn't have it. It's just too complicated. So little note there. Now I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my wonderful planning committee. We got Brittany and Ashley here, and then Sandy also has helped participate. Sorry, Sandy, I wanted to give you a shout out as well. But these lovely ladies have been helping me out for many months now in planning this summit. So I just want to give them a quick round of applause, quick little shout out. You all are so amazing, and I couldn't do this without you. So thank you so much. All right, now here is our agenda. So we are meeting from 9 until 1.
What's the date again, Rachel?
The date is September 13th.
Okay, sorry. Thank you.
Yes, of course. And again, this is going to be at the Wheat Ridge Rec Center. We will have a light breakfast provided and a lunch as well. And so I'm going to kind of go into how the day is going to look like, and I'll explain how the facilitated discussions go. But we are going to begin with some acknowledgements with the previous work groups. I know we had the Training for All action group and the Burnout Prevention action group. I just want to give you all a spotlight and acknowledge what we've done. And then we're gonna talk about the CNC again. I'm also gonna today, probably forever, I am going to give a little bit of a CNC update just because it is so much to remember, and I still don't always know what's going on there. So I will always be giving a little CNC update, but we will also include a data presentation from the Office of Suicide Prevention that the lovely Sophie West has put together for us. She's not here today, but she's part of the planning committee, and she has so graciously helped me out with the data. So we will be going over that. And now, before I get into the facilitated discussions, there is one thing I need from all of you. So you will all be getting folders with various different info and materials on the day of the summit. And part of those materials is going to be a partner info packet. So this is kind of similar to what is on our website already. But we do have a lot of folks participating in the summit that are not necessarily like official coalition partners, you know, whatever that may mean. But so I'm asking folks if you would like to include your name and your organization and how your organization relates to suicide prevention. Or just essentially, if you're not part of an organization, if you're someone with lived experience, or this is just a passion of yours, just why you're here, what you want to do, what you want other coalition members to know. So this will be included for everybody. So if you would like your organization or yourself to be included, please just send this info my way. Just a quick little paragraph, not even a few sentences, just so that everyone knows everyone and we can all be on the same page. And feel free to include any contact info as well. So now we're going to go back into the pillars, the lovely CNC pillars. So these are going to be what we work on during our facilitated discussions. So again, the CNC has outlined 6 pillars that are essential to suicide prevention. So we have connectedness. That's basically that's what we're doing right now. This is connecting. This is connectedness, and that's definitely essential for suicide prevention. And how are we connecting with our communities in our counties? So that's a big one. Education and awareness. This is going to be like QPR trainings and how informed is our community and what are we doing to inform our community? Lethal means safety. This is like firearm safe storage and medication safe storage, supporting drug take back days, the works. Then economic stability and support. This is definitely one of the more difficult pillars to get started on. And based on survey responses, and just based on like my work at Jefferson Center, there's not too much going on in this pillar. It's a hard one. So this mostly outlines supporting efforts for fighting homelessness, having access to food and education and housing, transportation, all sorts of economic stability and supports that aren't necessarily directly tied to suicide prevention, but absolutely are a huge factor. They're big. Having economic stability and support is a big protective factor for suicide. So then we have access to safer suicide care. A lot of this involves implementing zero suicide framework into our organizations. This is something that I myself, as the facilitator, am planning on taking on, and just introducing zero suicide. So there are a lot of folks that have not heard of it or don't have that implemented in their organizations. So it's my job to introduce you all to that. So that's something I will definitely be working on. And then postvention, how are we helping folks that have survived a suicide loss or an attempt? We do have some postvention packets that this group has created a couple years back. And I believe we still have those on the website, and we can take a look at those as well and see if those are still viable. So CNC outlines work that needs to be done in these 6 pillars, and our facilitated discussion will focus on that. So this is kind of like, this is like a visual of how it's going to work. I'll walk us through it. So we are going to have 3 different stations for everyone to work at. And each station will have a facilitator, and it will have 2 big poster boards, one with each with 1 pillar on it. So I've partnered 2 pillars together, one that is a little easier or something that we know we have a lot of work done in, and then one that we don't have as much work going on it. So for example, education and awareness. A lot of us provide QPR trainings or are aware of organizations in our counties that are providing QPR trainings, mental health first aid, CAMS, assist, the lot. So that's something that there's, I would say, less work to do in, just based on survey responses. And then economic stability and support, there's not too much going on there. That's something we'll see that we need to do some more work in. But so the overall focus of this first discussion is going to be what is currently being done. So what are we doing, or what are we aware of that is being done? So you will find some sticky notes with some pre-written strategies on there. The CNC has outlined a couple different strategies for each pillar. And so I will have those written on the stickies, and we will take the stickies and put them on the poster board for things that we know is being done, are being done. And there will also be some blank sticky notes because we are not just limited to what the CNC has provided us. If we have other ideas on how we can be doing work in this particular pillar, feel free to write them down and throw them on up there. So that's what we'll be working with on each station. So there will be 2 pillars that we focus on for each station, and we will also be having a facilitated discussion. So the facilitators will have a list of some discussion questions just to really spark good conversation and collaboration. And we'll all be working together rather fruitfully, I would say. And yeah, we'll have these three stations, and we will rotate every 20 minutes. So we have about an hour or so to do this first discussion. And so then we will rotate so that we all have a chance to look at all of the pillars. Now I know that is a lot of information I just threw at you. I'm going to pause for a second. Does anyone have any questions? Awesome. Cool. All right, I'll keep going. So then after our lunch break, we will come back and have our second facilitated discussion. So the sticky notes that are going to be left at the tables are the strategies that we have not yet started or that we are not aware of that are being done. So we will take those remaining stickies, and we're going to have 2 more poster boards that are going to be divided into what we can do this next year and what we are going to work towards in the future. So in the next 2 to 3 years until our next summit. Some of the strategies are just not realistic to get done in a year. We simply don't have the capacity, and that's something we need to work on building. And therefore those can be put into that 3-year goal. Like, this is just not something we see ourselves taking on, and that's totally fine. As a reminder, the grant term from the CNC is 5 years, and we are just finishing up year 1. So we got a long time to do this. And the CNC also, they don't expect us to just implement every single strategy and have everything done that they have listed out. That's not the goal. The overall goal is to decrease suicide rates by 20% by 2025. And the CNC has also recognized this is a rather hefty goal. But I think we can do it, and at least in our 3 counties, and we can work towards that. And that's the goal that we're doing here. It's not to just check off every strategy. It's to reduce suicide rates. So yeah, then we will organize what we think we can do this next year, what we want to focus on, and what we think we can focus on. And so then we will do this again, 20 minutes each station, and we will do that for each pillar. And so then at the end of this discussion, after our closing remarks, I will spend this next month analyzing what we have found from from the summit, and I will see clearly what we want to work on and what we need to work on and what we can work on. So then we will meet. That's why I did send out an invite to meet again in October so that we can come together and look at the results of our summit. And then this is where our work groups will come from. So I'm thinking probably just 2, but who knows? Maybe we'll have a couple more. But we will have work groups based on the key items that we want to focus on. And that doesn't mean that we will only be focusing on those. Again, like, keep doing what you're doing. But these will be the coalition's like primary focuses for the year. Any questions here for the second discussion? Awesome. Great. Well, any questions? No. Now I have a quick survey for y'all. I would love to just take 15 minutes of our time here to do this. I am going to throw the link for the survey in the chat. This survey is more just for me, some feedback on these meetings specifically. Let me go, let's see. I really hope that that actually links this time. Yes. Okay. Let me know if the link isn't working, but this is just some feedback for me. I want to see what folks are looking for out of these meetings, and if you're getting what you want out of it, and what I can improve on, things we can focus on, things you'd like to see. So if we could just take 15 minutes, it's 12:45 now, so I'll give us till 1. If you all don't mind taking this survey really quick, this would be really helpful for the future. So I will give us, oh my goodness, I will give us 15 minutes and go ahead and get started. Start recording again. But pretty much that's all I have for you. Are there any final questions about the summit, about the future of this coalition, anything and everything? No? Awesome. Okay, great. So here's Annette coming in at the last moment. Love it. Love to see her. So I will include everything in our follow-up email. I will include the link to register for all of the upcoming events and trainings, including our summit. And I will also include a link to the website, just the community partners page, and then just some more, anything and everything you need, it will be in that follow-up email. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions about anything at all, ever. So yeah, thank you all so much. Happy to give you 30 minutes back. Awesome. Happy to
Rachel?
see you. Yeah.
Quick question. Have you sent out an invite for your summit?
I like not in a, there's not like an official like calendar invite or anything. It's I have a link to the registration and I have the flyer that I will include. So yeah, if you want to pass that along to anyone, feel free. Anyone you think would benefit from this or wants to participate. Yeah.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks, Rachel.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
I just got here, but bye.
I know it's okay, and I'll chat with you.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just got off that other meeting, so I was
Yeah.
like, I'm
No worries, no worries. You didn't miss too much. We just kind of discussed our summit and how that's gonna go. Everything will be included in the follow-up email that you need to know. Any important links and events. Yeah, and then I also did see your email about that September date for tabling. I'll have to just check my schedule really quick and I'll get back to you on that today.
okay, good, good. Yeah, that should be fun. Did you, that would be at the Taj. Do you think that you would also, oh, sorry, I'm from speaking low. That would be at the Taj. Did you also think of something maybe we could do at the